Hey guys, right here I have a 2015 Kia Venga 1.6 3. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key. Let's go ahead and start it up first. This Venga does have a 6-speed manual, and to start, put your foot on the clutch, insert the key into the slot right here, and twist the key like you would in a normal car. The Venga uses an electric rack and pinion power steering system. Standard on the 3 trim is a leather-wrapped steering wheel. Manual and automatic transmissions can be chosen with the 1.6 petrol engine in the Venga. The manual is a 6-speed unit, while the automatic can either be a 4-speed unit or a 6-speed unit depending on the model year. To engage reverse for the manual transmission, pull a catch below the gear knob and push the gear lever all the way to the left and forward. A reverse camera with guidance lines and rear parking sensors are standard on the 3 trim. The base of the gear lever is wrapped in leather as well. Safety features on the Venga includes 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force, distribution and brake assist, vehicle stability management, electronic stability control, hill start assist control, emergency stop signal, an alarm system with immobilizer, a tire pressure monitoring system, deadlocking, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the rear seats. Now, let's turn on the hazards, lights, front and rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. "16-inch 5 twin-spoke alloy rims are standard on the Venga 3. The rims on this car are wrapped in Continental Conti Premium Contact 2 205/55 R16 tires. The brakes are ventilated discs in front and solid discs out back. For the suspension, the front gets McPherson struts while the rear gets a torsion beam setup. Kia released the Venga back in 2009 at that year's Frankfurt Motor Show. The Venga, which is a mini multi-purpose vehicle or MPV, is positioned in Kia's lineup below the Karen's compact MPV. The Venga is built on the same platform as the Kia Soul, the Hyundai i20 and the Hyundai iX20. Like all Kias that are designed by Peter Schreier, the Venga features Kia's corporate tiger nose front grille. Together with the iX20, the Venga is exclusively sold in the European market. A facelift was unveiled at the 2014 Paris Motor Show. This Venga is powered by a 1.6-litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, naturally aspirated inline-4 petrol engine with multi-point fuel injection. This engine produces 123 horsepower at 6300 rpm and 156 Nm of torque at 4200 rpm. 0 to 62 miles per hour or 0 to 100 km per hour takes 11 seconds, and the top speed is 114 miles per hour or 183 km per hour. The fuel tank measures 50 liters, and the combined fuel consumption for the Venga 1.6 manual is 47.9 miles per gallon or 5.9 liters per 100 kilometers. 139 grams of carbon dioxide is emitted per kilometer, and the Venga is a front-wheel drive vehicle. The 2016 Venga in the UK is available in 1 Air, 2, 3 and 4 trim levels. Engine choices include a 1.4 naturally aspirated petrol, a 1.6 naturally aspirated petrol, a 1.4 turbo diesel and a 1.6 turbo diesel. Exterior features of the Venga 3 includes automatic manual leveling halogen reflector headlights, LED daytime running lights, front and rear fog lights, rear parking sensors, indicators on the side mirrors, body-colored door handles and side mirrors, black high-gloss front grille with chrome surround, and a rear spoiler. You do have your speaker down there together with a bottle holder and some storage. Right here you do have your mirror controls, window lock and your window controls. The front two windows are fully automatic in both directions, while the rear two windows are just powered. Right here you do have the button to turn off the parking sensors. Right here you do have the lever to adjust the brightness of the interior. Right here you do have the button to turn on or off your intelligent stop and go system. This system is basically your auto start stop system. If you do have the system activated, the engine will momentarily shut off when you arrive at a stop, such as a traffic light or a traffic jam, to save that extra bit of petrol or diesel depending on what the car is running on. Right here you do have the button to turn off the vehicle's traction control system, and right here you do have the lever to adjust the level of the headlight. Venga floor mat for the driver's side, and pull this lever to release the fuel flap. The driver's seat in this Venga 3 does get full manual adjustments. This knob controls the seat back, this lever controls the seat height, and this bar down here controls the seat position. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how she revs. The Venga 3 does come standard with a single zone automatic climate control system with all of your controls located down here. It is quite simple to use. The display for the climate control is shared with the infotainment display located right above. But back to the controls, you do have your temperature, automatic mode, off button, different modes, front and rear defrost, recirculation, fan speed, and your air conditioning. On either sides of the hazard light switch, you do have your two-stage heated seats. The one on the right is for your driver's side, and the one on the left is for your front passenger side. And right here you do have your electronic central locking button. Down below you do have a bit of storage, a power outlet, as well as your auxiliary and USB ports. You can purchase a separate cable that plugs into both these ports, and on the other end of that cable will be your iPod connectivity. Right above the infotainment display, you do have your multi-information display with your date in the middle. To the right, you do have your outside temperature and time, and to the left, you do have your trip meter. Right here, you do have your range, your average fuel consumption since the last refuel, average fuel consumption since the last reset, instant fuel consumption, elapsed time, trip A, trip B, and back to your range. Standard on the Venga 3 is an integrated 7-inch touchscreen head unit with various media connectivity options, navigation, and 6 speakers for the sound system. I must say, for a stock sound system, the speakers in the Venga do sound quite decent. We are currently in your Bluetooth audio streaming menu with your current song playing information. You do have the title, artist, album. You can go back a song, go forward a song, play pause. If you hit this media button down here, you can bring up your different media options. You do have USB, iPod connectivity, Bluetooth audio streaming, and auxiliary. If you hit the options button, you can bring up your sound settings, where you can set your bass mid treble, balance and fader, your speed dependent volume, your volume settings. If you hit the radio button, you go to your FM or AM menus, and under those menus you can look at your list of available radio stations in the area, perform a manual tuning search and all that. Hit the media button to go back to this menu. Right here you do have your seat track buttons. And right here, this map, nav and I button down here control your navigation. This car is equipped with navigation, it's just that the SD card is not inserted at the moment, so this message pops up instead. If you hit this button, you can bring up your various settings for your navigation, sound, display, system and Bluetooth. Right here, you do have your SD card slot for the navigation system. Hit this button to turn off the display, and hit this button to bring up your Bluetooth telephone menu. Right here you can dial a number, look at your contacts, call lists, bring up your favorites, and enter your telephone settings. To the right you do have your tuning knob, and to the left you do have your volume and power knob. Front quarter windows. This car does have power folding side mirrors. On the steering wheel, the left spoke houses your audio controls with your volume, your seat track buttons, your different mode selection button, your mute button. Down below, you do have your on-hook, off-hook buttons for the Bluetooth telephone system, and on the right spoke, you do have your cruise control and your speed limiter controls. On the right stalk, you do have your wiper controls, and on the left stalk, you do have your light and indicator controls. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. You do get a bit of storage down here, together with another power outlet, a couple of cup holders, and some storage for the rear. You do have armrests for the driver and front passenger. Manual dimming, rear view mirror, and you do have your interior lights right above. Sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and a light. Now, in traditional Hyundai Kia fashion, if you forget to turn the light off, close the sun visor and the sun visor will turn it off for you. Alright. So I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. You do have your speaker down there together with a bottle holder and some storage. And you do have your window control right there. The rear seat backs in the Venga do fold down. They split 60-40 when folding. And to fold them down, first make sure the headrests are all the way down. Then locate the levers on either sides of the headrests. Pull it. And flip the seat back down. It does lock into place. You can use the same lever to adjust the angle of the seat back, so you can have it more upright or more laid back depending on what you prefer. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is actually quite a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. I get about this much legroom and about this much headroom. It is actually quite spacious back here. The seats are nice and comfortable. You do get storage pockets on the front seat backs. Rear center armrest. You do get grip handles on the ceiling with a hook for the right side at the back. Your rear interior lights right above. up the rear hatch, go towards the rear hatch itself, and locate a touchpad right beneath the Kia badge. Boot space in the Venga measures 440 litres with the rear seat backs in place and 1,253 litres with the rear seat backs folded and the cargo cover removed. To the left of the boot is a light and a power outlet, while to the right there is a hook. Underneath the boot floor is some storage, and under this storage area is the vehicle's spare tyre and toolkit. The rear doors open quite wide and an almost 90-degree angle, which does aid entry and exit into the rear seats. The Venga 3 is equipped with privacy glass for the rear windows and the rear windscreen. You do have adjustable headrests front and rear. You do get your window control right there, with some storage, a bottle holder, and your speaker down below. The front passenger seat does get full manual adjustments as well. It just loses out on the height adjustment as found on the driver's side. Nicely sized glove box. You do have a smaller level right up here for smaller items or your owner's manual. Grip handle for the front passenger. And the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror and the same light mechanism as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2015 Kia Venga 1.6 3. Thanks for watching and goodbye.